Hello, hello! Welcome back to the channel. And today we're starting a new game, and that's Socially Awkward. So, yeah. I've been pretty keen on trying this game, because the main character looks super cute. So, yeah, let's just get in there. Welcome to Socially Awkward. This VN is still in development. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, locales, and incidences are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual people, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It contains mature content and sensitive subjects that some individuals may find offensive or disturbing. By continuing, you are acknowledging that you are at least 18 years old. Jace. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Anta. Monday, 5:30 a.m. Jesus Christ, that's when I go to sleep. Yeah. Oh my god, what the... I love that this guy animates. That was like one of the things that when I saw that, I was like, sold. 10 out of 10. I'm playing this. Like, it's just so cute. It's morning. The birds are singing. The roads are busy, and the sun is slapping you in the with its photons. It's the third week living in your two-bedroom apartment, yet you still feel alienated by your surroundings. As the encroaching beam of sunlight touches your sensitive toes, you can't... Toes? You think his entire body, but whatever. You can't help but wince and groan as you declare war at the sun. Go away, sun! Shoo, shoo! You try shooing away the sun. It doesn't seem to be working. Ah. Hissing at it doesn't seem to be working either. So you decide to turn your back towards it and hug the cold wall for comfort. But alas, your war is an inevitable loss, as today is the day of your first day in college. It almost feels like yesterday that you graduated from high school. Technically, that was like 3 months ago. The thought of school makes your body cringe in disgust over the horrible memories you've experienced in your life. Mom, I hate school, you mumble enrolled. But Jace, school's good for you. You should just try and pass it. You imitate your mom horribly. Mama. And then started to sing. After cringing your mind awake, you roll to the edge of your bed, lift half your body up, licking your paw, and groom your bed hair with it. Scratching your chin, you turn your body facing towards the windowsill, remembering where you put your phone, but it wasn't there, so you tilt your body to the side, thinking it must have fallen off the bed. Your sneaky, tempered glass protected, rug carpeted smartphone revealing itself by sliding down your butt. As you press the power button, the red battery of death flashes before your eyes for 3 seconds, and then it turns itself off. Ah, crud. Must have fallen asleep while playing Tube again. Tube. Whatever. Why does it always autoplay? I never use that feature. Plugging in, the screen immediately comes to life and greets you with the time. Still got 2 hours. Reluctant to get up, you fall to your side with the pillow to cushion your fall. Closing your eyes, you drift into your imagination, thinking of... Wow! I mean, same, but wow. You know, I was wondering how horny this main character was going to be by default, and that answers that. So we're going to think about food. I think that sounds reasonable. Delicious food, tempura, fried chicken, squid balls, spring rolls. So I was looking at the creator's Twitter, which I forgot his name off the top of my head, and I saw that he had like the Philippine flag on his like username, and like under location it said Philippines, and I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Like, you know, you don't see that very often, or at least I don't. And, you know, I guess it's one of those things where you're like, oh, well, like, I'm Filipino. And, you know, that guy's also Filipino. And there's like a somewhat camaraderie kinship thing that you're like, oh, okay, people can make it when you're, even though you're Filipino, you can like do things. I don't know. I don't see very many success stories for people in, like, for other Filipinos in my community, at least. We're always like, you know how it is. So yeah, I guess this takes place in like a fictional Yeah, that looks pretty. You know, thinking about that actually, because I visited there last year. Yeah, right before COVID, I visited the Philippines, and that was a cool experience. But yeah, that looks about right. Actually, there was so much fried chicken. Guys, you don't understand. Like, every single fast food place has fried chicken in the Philippines. You can order the McFried chicken at McDonald's. And, like, even, like, Wendy's has, like, bone-in fried chicken. Like, everyone has it. It's amazing. But why would I go to, like, Wendy's or McDonald's when I could just go to Jollibee's, which is great? Like, there's a Jollibee's, like, somewhat near me. I have to drive, like, 4 hours to get to it, which I'm not gonna do. So, like, that's if I go, like, with family or something to that area, and I'm like, oh, let's go to Jollibee's. Gotta get some fried chicken. I would get the spaghetti, but I actually, like, my stomach doesn't do that well with tomatoes anymore, so, like, that kind of sucks. But, yeah. All of the heart-stopping goodness throwing themselves into your mouth like sacrificial offerings. This guy's cute. Jace is super cute. I'm hungry now. And better start the day off. The kitchen, the remnants of the previous owner, your sister, still lingers on with 5 chairs surrounding the table, one of which is your little stool. Oh shit! Okay, that's cool. Somehow you prefer sitting on that over the 5. With a fur tube playing on your phone, you place it near a counter as you pull your strained apron and oversized mittens. Difficult as it is to cook with oven mittens, but past experiences have told you that it's better safe than sorry. Oil can be a delicious friend or hazardous foe. Just get good. Flicking a bit at your friend and butter into the pan, then setting the burner on the stove to its maximum setting, you wait for the pan to heat up while listening to the weather forecast. It's a sunny day today, but don't forget to bring a bottle of water, as well as your portable fans, everyone. Sponsored by the Welton Company. Expensive shit. This face is great. Holy shit! Like, the irrational hatred towards the company is fueled by your obsession with quality to price ratio. As it turns out, most of the products sold by these legitimate companies are priced almost 5 times higher than the manufacturing cost to build one offshore. Unless you want to waste your money over branding, an off-brand counterpart is cheaper and just as reliable as the advertised one. The scent of burning oil brings your attention back to the stove. You turn off the stove, crack 2 eggs together, then swirl. Oh, that's kind of loud. Here, That looks fine. Yeah, adjust my levels real quick. And, yeah. That looks fine. That looks fine. Yeah, you turn your stove off, crack 2 eggs together, then swirl the oil and the butter all over the egg for an even cook. You bit your right mitten off to reach for seasoning. A little bit of salt, a flick of pepper, and a tad of Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto. Do I know what that is? You're just gonna listen to like sizzling oil real quick. I hope you're okay with that. Ajinomoto. What is this? A Japanese. Okay. It's like a seasoning thing. Okay. Eggs were right on point and runny. Ah, that's cute. You reach for the bread and spatula, rising the cooked egg up into the air, placing the bread underneath, letting the butter soak, and fry the bread to golden. I'm loving this. I'm just it's so cute. Oh, he blink. Satisfied with your cooking, you place the plate down onto the table next to your smartphone and pour some lemon juice into a cup. Then you took your seat, and finally you notice the mitten is still in your mouth. After you finish your meal, you rummage through your bag, checking your books, power bank, and an old portable desk fan that barely fit in your bag. The norm would suggest you use a portable hand fan. But your reasoning doesn't allow it. Why ball a small, expensive one when you could have a big one for the same price? You nod to yourself. You put on your beanie and check the time again. It's 6:30 a.m. Time to go. Monday, 6:50 a.m. You took the train to get to campus. Lupa Work University, the 13th best college in the country. A plain university for any student who wanted to have an easier time to earn a degree. This is it. First day of college. I'm going to die. Your anxiety piled up almost to the point of vomiting. It's just like back in your first day every year in school. You curse and scream inside your head as your parents leave you with strangers. But you've gotten used to it by the time you started enrolling yourself in second year. Mother was very accommodating to the idea, with an increase of your weekly allowance. Your heart starts pounding, palms getting cold and sweaty, the plastic ID getting heavy. Gotcha. With the sound of the beep, your initiated your your first start of college. The booklet says it's autumn, and it says to head to the auditorium. Where's that? Oh no! Oh no! Right. That way. Good job, me. Now where to sit? Over here. Oh. You see a familiar small line waving at you. With his cheeky smile and long, glossy, wavy mane, it's definitely your best friend from grad school. Hey, John. Huh. Well, John's cute. Morning, Jace. Someone's early today. Perfect. Perfect attendance champion over 6 years. Yet somehow you're always absent on the first day. I did get a certificate. I bet you already lost it. My mom probably has it. Laminated on the wall? No, that'd be embarrassing. Saved you a seat. John gestured his hand out to a vacant seat between his seat and a familiar person who you knew very well from his hairstyle alone. Shit. Shit is right. You've been avoiding this devilishly groomed man since third year. He's your boyfriend's older brother. I have a boyfriend? Oh, your best friend's older brother. I am thinking way too quickly, aren't I? Can we fuck him? Is that a thing? Huh. Hey, Tom. Hey. Tom turns his attention back to the speaker. You take your seat in dread. When you determine the older line has his full attention to the speaker, you lean to John for a serious question. I thought you and your brother made up. We have. Why are we whispering? Then why are you placing me between you and him like a wall? You know, I'm scared of him. He can eat me whole if he wanted to. Why would he do that? You didn't do anything to him. I'm associated with you, so that means if you get in trouble, I get in trouble. I don't think that's how it works with a friend. You don't know anything, Jon Snow. Please stop using that reference. It's so old. Is that a reference? Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm not. Is that the actor guy? Or I don't. Okay. It proves my point that I'm scared of your brother. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that voice for him, but you know, I'm figuring things out. You know how it is. Fine. If it makes you feel any better, how about we switch seats? No. Never mind. It'd be weird and too obvious if we switched now. Great. Tom wanted to talk to you. Tom grunted at his little brother while sending death threats via ocular channels. As the battle of two pride clans rage on, you hide deeper into your territory as a neutral country. Clan John is, of course, your longest current ally, but Clan Tom was your first ally who invited you to his round table of friendship. Hi. The beast speaks. It hungers for, recompense. Hey. How you been? Good. Somehow you're able to sink even deeper into your seat. It's probably because it's the same seat you get in the movie theater. That one's where the seat automatically folds up when no one sits in. That's good to hear. Yeah. Oh boy, it's getting awkward. You're practically so deep in your seat that if it weren't for the seat flap, you'd be presenting your ass to the world. Oh, please God, end me now. Say, good job passing the entrance exams. Oh, thanks. It was pretty easy, since it was just the basics. Congrats for passing them, then. Thanks. The small talk created a thick layer of awkward miasma. You just keep sinking into your chair until your knees basically hit you on the forehead. Cough. Hey, how was... Uh, you suck at this. Hey, Jace, Tom wanted to know if you wanted to hang out and eat dinner together after class. Together? All three of us? You slowly opened up your clam body self. Yeah, lured into the promise of food and social gathering with friends. Yup. All three of us. Grunt. Come on. I've already paid for the three of us. It's Vikings. Vikings. Unlimited pizza, unlimited ice cream, unlimited quesadillas. Do you feel your arteries clogging, Jace? Grunt. So, what do you say, Jace? You're starting to recoil, what your dad said. You're trying to recall what your dad said. Not again. Those glaring, disappointing eyes. Why do you keep repeating the same mistake? His frustrated, irritant growl. You're too young to understand. Worst is the way he scowled at you. I got it right the first time. Why couldn't you? Closing his eyes, thinking about something, then slowly flaring his nose and teeth until he released a short but horrible sharp growl. You don't understand anything. If you weren't ignoring them, you'd be more responsible. I hate it. I need to go. Monday, 7:46 a.m. You walked off with your friends, leaving them in their own conclusion. You wound up back to the school entrance. There was a bulldog guarding the... a bulldog guard facing to the street, looking bored and yawning time to time. You keep walking, trying to find somewhere to be alone. You ended up in the schoolyard. Hey, look at this watch I got from Tom. Oh, cool. Why is it all black? Because it's a smartwatch. John shakes it and it lights up, displaying a digital number and a pixelated heartbeat. Oh, wow. Cool, let me see. You absent-mindedly kept walking around the schoolyard slowly and sluggishly. You were in the cafeteria, making poses with the watch, until you accidentally smashed it against the table edge. The glass screen shattered in pieces. You were in such a shock that you didn't notice Tom storming over to you and John. Forcefully grabbing both you and John by arm and yanking both away from your seat. His grip almost drew blood, but you were too scared to pull back. He leads both of you at the back and into the front of the secluded sports equipment shed. After he let your arm go, you could feel the blood rushing into your poor hand. Looking up, you see him pacing back to around the door like a predator, readying for the kill, mumbling. Tom? I'm sorry. Shit. Why the fuck did you take the watch, John? It's under NDA. Tom roared at John, and you could faintly see tears begin to well up on the sides of his eyes. His cracking voice revealing hints of desperation in his anger. A confronting aroma pulls you back to the present, the smell of freshly baked bread saving you from uncomfortable memories. Somehow, your aimless walk led you right into the bakery on campus. Oh, good morning. What can I get you today? Man, this shit just looks like every Asian bakery I go to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I swear it's always like this color palette, and it always has, get your tray, get your stupid, like, wax sheet, and get your... Get your stupid strawberry pan because you're a fucking child, and every time you see it at the bakery, you're like, ah, strawberry pan. I don't know, one of the bakeries I go to always makes these, like, bear-shaped pastries. It's just, like, normal, like, pastry bread, I guess. I don't fucking know. But I really like it, and it's cute, and it's shaped like a bear. So I get that and like the strawberry bread. Sometimes I get like the cream bread. Yeah. Like the milk bread. Not like milk bread like the loaf of milk bread, but like the bread that's like filled with like a custard because yeah, that shit's good. But a female orange tabby cat came up to the register and greeted you with her hand splayed onto the display of freshly baked goods. Can I borrow you? Can I browse for a bit? I want to see what's here. Oh, no problem, dear. She walks back to the counter, waiting on your order. You look around at the selection, feigning curiosity at the different baked goods on display. Your mind is, instead, completely focused on Tom's dinner plans and whether or not you should accept the invite. All of this emotional thinking has gotten you hungry. You decide to turn your focus into finding the cheapest bread they have. To no one's surprise, the school has added an extra tax to the bread. Fuck! I feel that, though. Hope the cashier lady doesn't hear me. I'll just get a baguette. It's big and cheap. Oh, quickly looking over to the cashier. Her stare tells you she heard you perfectly well. I'll have the baguette, please. After ringing up your purchase, she elegantly tosses the baguette into a paper bag half its size. Hoping to avoid any potential confrontation, you politely take the bread and hurry over to a seat on the opposite corner of the bakery. Sitting down, you take solace in munching away at the crispy skinned soft bread. He's so cute. He's so fucking cute, guys. Like, what the fuck? I'm so used to, like, all the pro tags in these games that I play on the channel, you know? Being like, you know, Chase is, like, an idiot. And Samuel is, like, Samuel. And, you know, Dave is, like, a wreck. Like, emotionally. And, you know, you're kind of just playing as and I guess Dan from Limits? Yeah, he's kind of boring, not gonna lie. I know he's just supposed to be you, but, you know, I don't like that. I like when a character has, like, your pro tag coon having, like, a real personality. That's what I want. That's why I like Chase and Dave and Samuel, and I'm loving Jace, so, yeah. God, please let me die choking on this bread. It's good, though. What? Look how cute he is. No. What did he do now? He's still a child. He didn't do anything wrong. It's your fault he's like that. I'm going out. That one, please. Thanks. Hey! What are you doing here all alone? I'm waiting for my parents. In a bakery? It's nice and cold here. Hey, yeah, it's nice and cold. But you're in my spot. Oh, I'm sorry. You raise yourself up, but Tom's hand stops you from leaving. Nah, sorry, ain't gonna cut it. Before you could react, he places a big slice of chocolate layered cake on the table and slides it close to you. You're gonna eat this cake with me. I hope you like chocolate. I don't get it. The lady gave me a bigger slice today. I don't want to waste it. Go on, you take the first bite. He hands you a fork while you idly stare at him for a good long second. Why? Why not? Like I said, it's too big for me to finish. No, I mean, why are you sharing this with me? Why not? We're schoolmates. That's weird. Is it? Maybe. I don't talk to a lot of people. So I'm your first then. I guess. My name is Tom. Tom Sarab... Noli. Tom Noli. Jace. Jace. Cute name. Oh, have you met my brother John? I don't really remember my classmates all that well. Pretty sure he's the only Leo in your class. Oh, yeah, I remember him now. He's super mean to everyone. What did he do? I don't want to get into trouble. Well, I'm the bigger brother. It's my job to hit him whenever he does bad things. Oh. Just like LT Grey Lobo. Huh? Yeah. What's an LT Grey Lobo? So, you're going to beat up bad guys and shatter their spines? What is TV shows? What is TV showing kids these days? Yeah. That's cool. Heh. Well, go on. Cake's getting warm. It tastes better while it's cold. Okay, thank you. You slice a big piece from your tiny mouth, hovering it over your side for a big bite. As soon as the chocolate touches your tongue, a strange mixture of happiness and sadness begins to well up from your eyes. Ah! Whoa, are you crying? It's good. Are you okay? I don't know. My chest feels... Tom didn't know it was your birthday at the time. You've never really looked forward to it. Every year your parents get into a huge fight before your birthday and make it impossible to enjoy anything. Recently you tried to find any way to spend it alone, away from them. Strange, really. All you needed was some company and a piece of cake to be happy and sad at the same time. Are you just crying eating a baguette? Jace! Stop being literally me. Like... Are you okay, Jace? Ah, Tom! You look away, wiping the tears. Tom appears out of nowhere, and maybe you were too deep in thought. What are you doing here? You just walked out on us. So I got worried. Oh, I wasn't feeling well, is all. Then I was right to worry then. Tom takes a seat across the table, and then places the back of his hand on your forehead. You're not getting a fever, are you? He places a hand on his forehead to compare. It's not that. Oh, are you hungry? Got some cake with me. Tom places an origami cake box on the table. It was obviously he just bought it while you were zoning out. The logo of the shop on the box is a dead giveaway. Tom! Come on! Can't really finish this all by myself. He unwrapped the box, revealing 2 slices of triple chocolate mousse cake. The seams is in between reveal there was it was a pre-cut. Liar, he definitely bought one for you. Let's dig in. He hands you a fork that you reluctantly take. Tom. Hmm? Later. You take a small awkward bite of the cake, taking your time to savor the consistency of the mousse. As you reach the third bite, a thud echoed from the window. Eh? It was John blowing his mouth against the window, showing those pearly whites and uvula. Staring at both of you with his tongue swaying side to side, making it super creepy. The way he smiles while doing it, you shudder. What is he doing? I may have forgotten to tell him that I found you. Sure. Eat cake. While I scour the whole building for Jace. Sorry. Nah, no biggie. Yoink. John yoinks Tom's cake with his bare hand and eats the whole thing. Tom just sits there scowling at John without lifting a finger, as if he was already predetermined by brotherly law. Oh, that's the stuff. He says as he smuckers on his suckles? Is that what that word is? Yeah. On his fingertips, leaving no frosting behind. So, did he say yes to your dinner date, bro? That's... I kind of really like John. It's not a date, he says behind clenched teeth. Sure. Hey, Jace. Nice to see you alive, buddy. I guess. Don't forget. Put on rubber on... what? Don't forget. Put a rubber on... but yeah. That's so... Oh my god. This shit's hilarious. That was really weird. He talked so fast that I didn't quite get what he said at the end. Tom didn't say a word. He slowly leaned back, looking up exhausted. Want to help me finish this cake? Sure. The cake was great. Its soft jelly-like consistency, the creamy outer layer, the hard, bitter biscuit underneath. It was a confectionery delight. Your only regret is that Tom only took one bite. He was insistent that you eat everything, saying that he's looking after his weight. Not only he insulted your figure, but as also your dignity. Not like you had any when you just gobbled the whole slice. 2 years. 2 years you've been avoiding Tom ever since that day. John told you time and time again that you weren't responsible for Tom's job suspension. But your dad, he made it sound like it was. You can't recall everything he said, but the feeling his words left behind struck a nail in your head, in your heart, leaving a consistent, constraining reminder of your actions. You had to take a week of absence after you were about to cry in class from the pain in your stomach. The doctor diagnosed you with stress ulcers, saying the stress of school were to blame. You knew it wasn't school. It was a lonely week, except for John's constant messages of death. Most of them were death memes. You got a good chuckle out of them. John wasn't allowed to visit face to face. Something about not stressing you out, or you're too weak and he might carry a disease. At least that's what your dad said. But the constant sound of rock throwing at the wall was even more stressful. Not only that, he kept screaming your name until you popped your head out the window for him to just say hi and then just walk away. Something was definitely wrong with that boy, but it made you happy regardless. Tom, however, never visited. Anything wrong? No, I was just thinking is all. It's about 2 years ago, isn't it? You didn't give a reply, only keeping your eyes on the plate. Listen, Jace. I was really bad. I was in a really bad place at that time. I panicked. I didn't know what else to do but scream for an answer. I didn't mean to drag and scream at you. I'm sorry. No. I'm the one that should be sorry. You got suspended and almost lost your job because of what I did. Jace, it wasn't your fault. It was John's. But I broke it. Oh, Jace, it was just a prototype. It was meant to be broken so that the company would figure out how to prevent it. But what if I made another mistake and it turned out way worse? Cut your ties. You're different. You can't survive in his world. I thought, since you didn't visit anymore, that was it. Dad said it was for the best. He said what? Tom looked away, pondering about something for a minute. What else did he tell you? That I was the reason you got suspended, and that if it weren't for me, you'd be a star already. Anything else? And just that John visited from time to time. He didn't mention anything to. He didn't mention anything about me? No. All he mentioned is John making a ruckus outside when I had my ulcer. That old fuck. What's the matter? Your dad lied to us. Huh? It wasn't just John who visited. Wait, you visited too? Of course, Jace. I was worried when John told me that you got sick after. I showed up to your front door as soon as class ended. But your dad, I don't know how he made me believe him, but he got me to believe that you never wanted to see me again. That manipulative fucking bastard. He made me believe the same thing. Why the hell would he do that? As much as I hate him for what he did to us, I unfortunately understand where he's coming from. How could you understand him? Because I'm a Leo. So, what does that have to do with his lousy-ass parenting? Everything. We'll continue this during dinner, if you're still okay with it. Yes. I nod enthusiastically, wanting to get to the bottom of this. Great, let's go. I already know where your class is. Hold on, let me check my stuff first. With feeling agitated, frustrated, and betrayal at your dad, you can't help but aggressively beat your pants to check on your phone and wallet. Without necessities located, you yank your bag off the floor in a fit of rage and haphazardly toss around its contents to make sure everything you have is inside. As you finish checking all your belongings, you felt a familiar hand on your shoulder. You reeled out from your bag and onto its own. It reeled you out of your bag and onto its owner. What? Oh, nothing. Making sure my best friend is alright is all. I'm fine. Sure you are. He pulled you closer until your cheek is soothing against his chest. The smell of cologne pinching your nose and emanating from his chest is a cool, spice, masculine scent. But what lies behind that concoction of smells is a familiar and much more alluring scent. It's making you feel dizzy with arousal. Either it was the cologne or the natural sweet scent of your best friend's body odor. Either way, you're getting hard. You think the gods above that Tom started blowing into your ear with his nose. That tickles! Tom, that tickles. What's gotten into you? I don't know. I just feel so happy right now. That's weird. Is it? I got my best friend back, and we both hate our dads. That is definitely weird to be happy about. The dad-hating part. Tom still holds you close for another minute before mumbling something out while rubbing his nose against your ear. I missed you so much. I missed you too, Tom. Well, come on. You're gonna be late for your first day of college. Okay. Are you really okay? Your face is all red. Totally. It's just stuffy in here is all. Let's go already. A gray wolf shows up with a sultry face. He scans the room for a vacant seat. He spots one behind John and proceeds to take it. The teacher who came last is a blue dragon with horns shaped like trimmed branches. He's wearing a modern kimono outfit. You'd be forgiven if you think he's cosplaying. Good morning, class. My name's I assume this should be a different background. Well, that didn't work, did it? My name is Professor Zale Coughlin. Actually, maybe? Nope. Okay. As he writes his name on the blackboard, both in English and Japanese, a brown and white silhouette passes behind him like the wind. He was so fast that silhouette was already sitting right behind you before the teacher looked back. Eh? It was a brown wolf with an oversized collar, checking what appears to be his wallet. You decide to ignore him. I'll be your advisor and history teacher for this year. Pleased to meet you. He bows his head, but everyone else was perplexed and foreign to the idea of bowing back. You bowed. Zell notices and directed his bowing head facing you. He mouthed thank you before pulling back up. As you may already know, attendance is now fully automated thanks to the school's new RFID system. So there's no need to check for attendance. It's all here in the system, so regardless if you're tardy or late, we'll know and base your grades on it. Just always check yourself in at the front gate. Any questions? What's with the ruler? Zell just smiled as he unsheathed his ruler from his waistband and started slapping it at on his palm consistently. Continuously? Continuously. Although your names and faces are in the system, they are not in our brains. So, I would like everyone to introduce themselves, starting with the front row. Each student introduced themselves, almost at the same pace, some obviously bored, some absent-minded, some even advertised their family's bakery. It was like any other first day classroom introduction. And just like every year, your anxiety kicks in. Your head is swimming in decisions such as, should I add my age, my home address, my social security number? John T. Newley. Nice to meet you all. You weren't prepared at how fast time passed by. You slowly rose up and looked down at your side. In your mind, you thought you looked cool and uninterested. But to everyone else's eyes, you're a wreck. You're sweating buckets, your eyes are zooming through time and space until finally your mouth starts to move. Sircape. You take your seat and immediately cover your face with your bag on top. John pats you on the back while giving out his signature smile. I hate introductions. It's good for you. First impressions is key to getting a job. I'll never get a job then. Stop being a baby. Baby me. Ew, no. Feed me. Hope you like mushy avocados. Ew, no. You both smile and giggle at your friendly little banter. As I have already stated from the beginning, I'll be your advisor for the school year. If you have any questions on school-related topics, you'll find me either in the classroom or in the teacher's office. The rest of the first day, the teacher passes out information on the topics they'll cover for the rest of the school year. Well, I think that's a good place to stop this first part. And I kind of loved everything so far. I mean, there's that, like, small hiccup there where, like, we got to see Tom, who probably was not in our class. But is what it is. I know how, like, I've tried using RemPy before, and it is not the funnest time. Because I don't know how programming works. I don't know. I studied graphic design and was really bad at it. So I don't know. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you around.